Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel and happy 2020. So this is my first video of 2020, and instead of actually painting a doll, what I'm going to be doing today is covering the many different kind of paints that I have and the ones that I find work best for me when I'm painting. Also value, just there's so many things about paint, especially on vinyl, because what might work good on paper or canvas or wood even will be different on a doll. So let's just jump right into this. Now, in order for this to be a fair way of looking at the paint, I've decided I'm only going to be adding water. So the first paint I'm going to show you is Anita's all-purpose acrylic. This is just a flat matte. And the thing about craft paint like this is there's a lot of filler. Not that that's really a bad thing, it's just there's more filler in this paint than other paint. And not all paints are equal in the craft world. Some of them are just better than others. I don't know, it's hard to explain. Maybe I'll think about it. But all right, so we're just going to add water to this. So this right here is the Anita's all-purpose acrylic, and it's $2.99. Where's my water? Okay, I lost my water. So this is just water that I keep in these little containers. And a lot of the supplies I have recently are from Hobby Lobby because, well, I have a Hobby Lobby in town and I go there a lot. So here's I'm just going to go ahead and mix it up with some water. As you can see, it's kind of chunky in the middle, but it's okay. So let's paint with some craft paint on this doll eye and get a good idea. Get it up there so you can see. I'm not doing anything fancy. I just want to kind of show how this paint works. So let's get up really close. Okay, you can see it's thinner. And it needs the water or it's not going to spread out. So if you're thinking, well, it's thinner because I added paint. No, it's thinner because, added water. It's thinner because it is a paint that has a lot of filler, and that means less pigment. But let's just go ahead and add some lashes. So as you can see, you would have to go over this quite a bit to get some depth, and the black is not super black. I'm just going to add more on top. It's not bad though. It's not bad, but that kind of shows you what that one looks like. Okay, the next paint I'm going to be doing is the golden matte fluid acrylic. I don't think I have any golden just fluid acrylics on me right now, but this is the matte. This is usually my go-to favorite paint, but recently I've been exploring other paints because this is a fairly expensive brand. So not knocking it, it's a good paint and it'll last a really long time. So there's a drop of that. Now this one is older, so usually it's not this thick, but I've had this one for a long time where at the very bottom you can see that. So I'm gonna have to thin that out with some water. Give it like 3 drops, and I would add a retarder to this or an extender, but for the sake of this experiment here, just to kind of show how different paints work, I am not going to be putting any additives other than water. So let's see how this looks. So we've got our doll, and we're going to go right into the golden. So let's do this. I got my glasses on. There we go. Okay, let's do this. So here we go. And now already you can see, well, I really went out there, didn't I? Already you can see how much blacker and richer this is. So even if I'm doing, let's sort of do the same thing. I don't have to go over it again, as you can see. And if I really want to get a sharp line, I'm sorry, I'm probably not, I'm not seeing as well, but this is me not having even grabbed more paint. You know, I haven't dipped it back into the paint. I'm still using the same one, and you can see just how good this paint is. Not only that, it dries a really pretty matte. Actually, both of them do. The Anita's also dries matte, and so does this one. But you can kind of get an idea of how nice golden flows. I feel sad. I'm kind of wasting my paint there. All right, so the next thing we're going to check out is this super giant liquid acrylic permanent black that I picked up for 50% off at Hobby Lobby. And this is an inexpensive, as you can see, the price is not that much, especially if you get it for 50% off, which Master's Touch is almost always 50% off, or you can use your coupon if it's not, which is, you know, an everyday 40% off coupon. So this is a huge amount of paint. I can't see, let me see if I can see it here. Can you see the, I don't know what that even means. Oh, it's 16 fluid ounces. So it's really, really big. So let's get that. It doesn't have a great dispenser for painting small, but let's just go ahead and try. Oop, there we go. Get some in there. So now we've got this paint. I'm trying to stick with black because I feel like it's a good, you know, example of the paints. You know, try to keep them all together in one color if possible. I don't know if I have everything in black, but generally speaking, I get black. So there's some more water that I just added to it. Now let's stir that up. And it's kind of got, it kind of feels like a combination of these two. Now I know this one doesn't paint matte. It doesn't really matter unless you are not wanting to spray with Mr. Super Clear. And that case, oops, I forgot to remove this. Let me go remove this paint. Okay, I forgot to do that, but there we go. So here we are, and we're going to try the next color, which is this, what's it called? Liquid Acrylic by Master's Touch. Let's give this a try. So I'll just sort of get that on my brush, and here we go. Okay, well, I'm getting a little tiny bit of streaking, and it's a little bit thinner, if you can see. It would take a couple of coats to get it to do what I wanted, and without re-dipping, I'm not getting quite the flow I would want. Dry a minute, and I can do it. I'll do a double layer just to see. It's still not dry. Let me grab it anyway. Try to go on top just to see how black I can get it. I don't want it to be chunky. It does seem to be streaking a little bit. I don't know if this is really a good paint for dolls or if it's even meant for dolls. Well, I can get it pretty black, but as you can see, it paints a little chunky. So there's that one. So I received this one for Christmas. This is what I asked for because it is an acrylic gouache, and gouache paints so smooth and beautiful and matte. So with the acrylic gouache, because you can't paint a doll with gouache, it's not waterproof, it'll just, you just can't do it. I've even tried to paint with gouache and seal it, and it won't stay. But this is permanent. So I've already painted a couple of dolls with this, and I'm really, really happy with the results. So let's open it up and I can show you the box because this is something new that I have. It was about $30 for this set. The size is 22 milliliters, 0.74 fluid ounces. And I'm going to pop that black out. And we are going to see how this one paints. I can already tell you, since I've been painting with it, it reminds me a lot of Golden. So, okay. I love the dispenser. Look at that. Oh, well, I don't want to waste a lot of paint. I didn't mean to do it like that, but there we go. I'm just going to put some right there. Just a little bit. I didn't mean to do it like that. So I'm just going to need a tiny, tiny bit of water since I kind of boogered that one up. All right, let's get some of that paint down there with some of that water. Did I get water in there? Should be enough. Should be fine. So this is the new Liquitex, and it is an acrylic gouache. Get our girl and do the same thing. I'm going to load up my brush and get up there really close and just see how well I can do. You can already see the difference. It's just smoother. Let's get some lashes going. It stays. I'm a little shaky, guys. Sorry. I'm sort of in a weird position, so it's hard to get a good, you know, I'm not doing super detailed work. I just kind of want to show how the paint flows, and you can see this is just one coat. It's very black, and yeah, I'm really super pleased with it. This is just with water. Again, I like to use a retarder or a extender, but I didn't. I'm doing only water with all of these, so you can kind of see how that one looks, and it dries a nice matte. Okay, the next one I'm going to show is an opaque Createx, and this is an airbrush color, and it's a brand new bottle. I just got it yesterday, as a matter of fact, and it runs at $4.99 for, I don't know how many ounces this is. Oh, 2 fluid ounces. So let's give this one a try. So we're going to drop it in here. There it is. And as per all the, I'm not going to add any water to this one because it's an airbrush fluid and it's a little bit more fluidy. So let's just not add any water at all. See what happens. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to dip that in there. It looks thin to me as compared to the other paints. That's why I didn't add any water. So let's get that loaded up on my brush. Very thin. Well, it's a good thing I didn't add any water because it really does come off very, very light. I'm going to go over it again. Okay, well, it has a decent flow, but it is very, very, very light. And I dipped twice. Get a good line here. I dipped twice, but as you can see, it's super light. Let's try another layer just to see how it looks. Try to let it dry just a little bit. Okay. So you can kind of get an idea of what you're going to get with that, which is a little bit lighter color. The flow isn't too bad. I don't see that it's drying matte, but it's still not dry. It's not too bad. Okay, I don't think I recorded this last part, so I just put this on it here. This is also from Hobby Lobby. It's $2.99. It's 0.57 fluid ounces. It's a black brown, so it's not going to come out as dark as the other ones, but we're looking for the flow and coverage really. So this, and just, yeah, the flow and coverage. I got it. This one is a model color acrylic paint. So let's see how it goes. I dropped a little water in this. I was recording, but it turned off. This and this together, so let me see if I need water, maybe just a touch. Okay. Here we go. Let's see, it feels like I got too much. All right. Got her up there. Okay, I'm feeling a little chunky. I've had this paint for a little while. Let me just add a little bit of water to it. I wasn't getting quite the flow I would want. Let me try again. Ay. Having some trouble. Well, I'm just sort of all over the place with this one. I don't know why. The coverage is there, but I'm sort of making a mess of it. I want to give it a fair shot. I don't know if I'm doing it good. Okay, this should be good. Let's try. Well, it's not bad. Like I said, it's not going to come out. It looks like it's drying matte. The flow's not bad. It's not bad. It's not a bad paint. I haven't used it in a while. It's hard to find a good brown. So this is why I have this one. And yeah, it's not bad. The flow wasn't too bad. Let me see if I can get a good sharp tip. I just feel like for some reason I didn't give this one a good fair shot. So let me see if I can get a wing there. Well, you know, it is not really behaving. So just keep that in mind. It's not a behaving paint. It might work better, a little bit better with the extender. Like I said, I put extender in almost everything. So this one might need a little bit more extender. Okay, this is another golden product. This is carbon black again. We have 1 fluid ounce. I don't know what the price is on this one. Let me see if it says it down there. No, but I'll put it up on the screen. The price, I'll have to look it up. I don't remember what I paid. I think I bought it in a set. But let's see how I haven't used this one in a while. I find the airbrush paints to be a little bit thin, but sometimes that works. I know it's not matte. I know this one's not matte, so let's give it a try. And again, I won't add any water. I shook it really good. I won't add any water to it because it's airbrush paint. But let's take a look. Oh, I gotta clean my doll off. Hold on. Okay, let's try this black. What is this? Golden Liquitex. Let me try that again. Let's try this black, carbon black, golden airbrush paint. Okay, let's get way up there. Well, it's pretty dark. The flow is good. You really can't go wrong with golden, I'm telling you. One of the best paints around. Yeah, this is really nice. A little thinner. Keep that in mind. I apologize for my crappy eyelashes. I'm really sorry. So, yeah, I'm still getting a good flow even without dipping, and the color coverage is amazing. The only thing is it will dry with a shine because it is not, I think, pretty sure it's a shiny one. Let's give it a second. Yeah, to me, whoa, you can't even see. Sorry about that. I think there's a pretty good sheen to the airbrush paint. So if you're gonna spray it, then no big deal, but if you're not, you're going to have some shininess there. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I hope that this was very helpful to you. For me to be able to put it into words, I would say that golden is one of my favorites, but I'm really enjoying the Liquitex acrylic wash. This new paint is really super nice, and I can get in there with some really fine detail, especially if I have a good brush. I could probably paint a doll with any one of these brands that I demonstrated. Some will give me more trouble than others. Some need less of the retarder or extender. Some might need more. Some might just need water. It depends. But if I was going to choose which one I wanted to use, it would be either the golden or the Liquitex. Now, I know there are a lot more brands out there that I've never tried before. These are just the ones that I know. And I also realized that I only tried the Anitas, but I have tried multiple craft paints, and they're all pretty similar in my opinion. I also know I can paint a full doll with craft paints. I've done it. Anyway, thank you so much again for stopping by. Happy New Year. Hope to see you soon. Bye now. I want to thank anyone and everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I super appreciate it. If you could give this video a thumbs up, that would be awesome. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and click the bell if you'd like to be notified of new videos. Also, please feel free to share my videos on any of your doll groups, because I love to be able to help my fellow doll artists and hopefully help expand the world of doll art and doll repainting. Bye!